Welcome to the deep dive. If you're in the short-term rental game, or, even just thinking about it, the big challenge, how do you keep getting those amazing 5-star reviews for cleanliness, but without, seeing all your profits just disappear into cleaning fees? Today, that's exactly the puzzle we're tackling. We're going deep into the operations side, looking at how to max out guest satisfaction and your bottom line with really smart cleaning strategies. Think of this as your fast track to understanding those hidden levers of STR profitability.
Absolutely. And the source material we're drawing from, it's not just theory. It's packed with practical, tested strategies for cost-effective cleaning. It pulls insights from different markets, sure, but the core ideas, they work anywhere. Our aim here is to pull out the really key insights, those nuggets of knowledge, to help you streamline your own operations and make your properties, shine, literally and financially.
Okay, let's get into it then. We talk a lot about occupancy, nightly rates, but sometimes the secret sauce is in those hidden costs. So what are people really spending on cleaning in the STR world? What's the actual financial hit?
Yeah, it's often a much bigger slice of the pie than hosts might think. Our sources are showing professional cleaning. Typically run, say, 25 to 45 per turnover.
Per turnover. Right?
Exactly. And that can swing quite a bit, right? Depends on the size of the place, where it is, any special amenities.
Right.
If you've got a premium spot, like beachfront or maybe a fancy mountain cabin, those costs, they can definitely edge higher.
Right.
And here's the kicker. With typical occupancy rates, cleaning can easily eat up, believe it or not, 15 to 20% of your gross rental income.
Wow, 15 to 20%. That's significant.
It really is. Think about it. For every 1,000 euros you bring in, maybe 150 to 200 euros could just be vanishing into cleaning. That's often more than you'd pay for property management. It's this sort of invisible profit leak that a lot of hosts just, accept.
That really puts it in perspective, a huge potential drain. So it's not just an expense line. It's almost like a missed opportunity for profit if you don't manage it. But you're saying, based on the sources, this isn't just a cost of doing business. It's not unavoidable.
Definitely not unavoidable. And what's really interesting is that the insights from successful STR managers looking at various case studies our source highlights show you can seriously slash that percentage. With smart planning, the right techniques, you can get that down to maybe 8% to 12%.
Roughly 8 to 12%, from 15 to 20.
Exactly. And that difference, that straight profit back into your business.
Okay, that's a huge potential saving. Definitely highlights the opportunity. But let's be real, getting down to 8, 12% sounds maybe a bit ambitious for some hosts. What's the foundation for making that happen? Is it all about having a perfect master checklist, or is this systematic approach more involved?
Oh, it's much more than just a list. Think of it as a really detailed blueprint. And crucially, it includes specific time allocations. That's key for efficiency. We won't list every single task here. You definitely want that full detail for your own use, but let me give you a taste. For the kitchen, for example, the sources allocate about 25 minutes.
25 minutes for the kitchen. Okay.
And that's not just a quick wipe down. It means hitting all the surfaces, the sink, faucet, checking inside the fridge, microwave, stovetop, the works. Plus, restocking essentials, coffee pods, condiments, whatever you provide, and making sure that dishwasher is totally empty and ready. It's about setting it up for success, not just cleaning reactively.
Setting it up for success. I like that. It's proactive. What about those really critical areas, like bathrooms and bedrooms?
Right. For bathrooms, the guideline is around 20 minutes each. That includes a proper scrub of the toilet, cleaning the shower or tub, really getting at any soap, scum, or hair, wiping down mirrors, light fixtures so they sparkle, replacing all the towels, toilet paper, refilling soap dispensers if you use them, and then mopping the floors, ideally with an antimicrobial solution.
Thorough.
Very. Then for bedrooms, it's about 15 minutes per room. Stripping beds, making them fresh, dusting all the surfaces, vacuuming or mopping, and importantly, checking under the bed for things guests might leave behind. Plus ensuring lights work. Having this detailed checklist ensures nothing gets missed. It drives that consistency your guests expect every single time.
And the main living space.
Usually around 20 minutes allocated there. Vacuuming the sofa, maybe plumping cushions, dusting the TV stand and electronics, wiping down remote controls with disinfectant. Guests really notice that, by the way. Cleaning coffee tables, side tables, and then the final floor, vacuum or mop. Getting into corners and under furniture. It's this structured, almost timed approach that builds a repeatable, high-quality process.
Okay, so the checklist provides the what and the how for the actual cleaning tasks. But the big question for hosts, especially those feeling that financial pinch, is still, how do we turn this precision into real, measurable savings? Is there a magic formula for cutting costs without cutting corners on quality because that's the dream, right?
Exactly. That's the core challenge. And this is where the strategies from our source material get really interesting. First up, supply management systems. This isn't just about buying soap, it's about building a proper inventory system, setting up bulk purchasing deals with local suppliers for everything, cleaning stuff, linens, toiletries.
Local suppliers, okay.
Yeah, that can cut down on shipping costs and time. Then there's the par level system, basically knowing the minimum amount of each item you need on hand so you never run out, but you're also not overstocked and tying up cash.
Yeah.
And critically, doing a real cost versus quality check on everything. Sometimes paying a bit more for better products saves money because it works faster or lasts longer.
That makes total sense. Getting supplies wrong can definitely eat into profits quietly. Okay, what's strategy number 2 for big savings?
Strategy 2 is time motion optimization. This means actually tracking how long each cleaning task takes. Sounds a bit granular, but it helps you spot where time is being wasted. Our sources show that using systematic methods can cut cleaning time by, get this, 30% to 35% without quality dropping.
30 to 35%, that's huge. How?
One key technique mentioned is the 15-minute rule, breaking down the whole clean into distinct 15-minute blocks, each with a specific goal. It stops people from rushing through some bits and spending too long on others. It enforces focus and efficiency, maintaining standards while speeding things up.
The 15-minute rule, I like that. Very practical. And the third strategy?
Number 3 is technology integration. Let's face it, modern STR management relies on tech. For cleaning, this means things like photo documentation apps. Cleaners can snap quick photos to prove tasks are done, or easily flag if something's broken or needs maintenance.
So instant proof and reporting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then you have inventory management software that tracks supply usage, maybe even triggers reorders automatically, no more running out of toilet paper unexpectedly. And finally, digital quality control checklists, maybe with timestamps, so you have a clear, auditable record. And the great thing is, these tools aren't just for big companies. You can use these even if you only manage 1 or 2 properties.
That's really key. It democratizes efficiency. Okay, so we have these systems, but cleaning needs aren't the same year-round, right? And what if you're growing? How do you adapt for seasons? And when does it make sense to think about building your own cleaning team versus outsourcing?
Great points. Seasonal adaptation is crucial. In summer, especially if you have coastal places or properties with outdoor areas, the checklist needs tweaking. More focus on balconies, patios, maybe cleaning AC filters more often, checking any beach gear you provide. Our sources mentioned examples like that.
Right. Outdoor living spaces become key.
Exactly. Then in winter, you shift focus, checking heating systems, cleaning radiators, being vigilant about moisture control, especially in damp climates. You might also adjust cleaning frequency if occupancy dips. Being proactive like this means the property is always ready, regardless of the weather or season.
And the in-house team idea, is that realistic for smaller operators or just for the big portfolio managers?
It really depends on turnover. If you have properties that are booking back-to-back frequently, an in-house team can offer big long-term savings and more control over quality. Our sources lay out a pretty structured way to do it. First, recruitment. Partner with local job agencies, maybe those specializing in hospitality. Offer competitive pay, it attracts better people, and can still be cheaper than outsourcing overall. Then, a solid training plan is vital, like Week 1, shadowing an experienced cleaner. Week 2, cleaning under supervision with checks. Week 3, working independently but with random spot checks or audits. This structured approach helps you scale up effectively while keeping those cleaning standards high.
Okay, this is building a really robust picture. It's less about just scrubbing toilets and more about a whole operational system. So let's talk about keeping that quality high long term and, importantly, avoiding those nasty surprise repair bills. How do quality control and preventative maintenance fit in?
This is all about being proactive, not reactive. For quality control, the source suggests a neat 3-point inspection system. First, the cleaner does a self-check against the standard checklist. Second, they might take photos of key areas, bathrooms, kitchen counters, beds, and upload them. Real proof. Third, management or a senior cleaner does random quality audits, spot checks. This keeps everyone accountable and catches slips before a guest does.
That makes sense. Multiple layers of checks. And how does guest feedback play into this?
Oh, massively. Guest feedback is like free consulting, especially on cleanliness. You need ways to capture it systematically. Maybe short pre-arrival questions about expectations, definitely detailed post-stay review prompts focusing on cleanliness ratings, and this is key, a fast response plan if someone does complain about cleaning. Addressing it quickly can stop a bad review in its tracks.
Good point. And the maintenance link.
Your cleaning staff are your eyes and ears on the ground every turnover. They should have basic checks built into their routine. Run taps, flush toilets, check key lights, glance at the HVAC, make sure doors lock properly. They can spot small leaks, dripping faucets, flickering lights before they become big, expensive problems. And you integrate seasonal checks too, like if you have properties in colder areas, maybe cleaners check for pipe insulation in the fall as part of their routine. The sources specifically mention this for mountain area properties. These systems help you manage proactively, stop small issues becoming costly repairs, and consistently nail that 5-star guest experience.
Okay, so we've got the costs, the checklists, the optimization strategies, seasonal adjustments, quality control. It's a lot. So what does this all actually mean in practice? How do we track if any of this is actually working? What are the numbers, the KPIs we should be watching?
Measuring is everything, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just guessing. Our sources break down the KPIs into a few key areas. First, financial metrics. Track your cost per cleaning, obviously, but maybe express it like a percentage of your rental income. Also, look at supply costs per guest night. And importantly, track reductions in maintenance costs that come from catching things early, those preventive checks we talked about.
Okay, financial health. What about the quality side?
Quality metrics are crucial. Your guest satisfaction scores are #1, especially any specific ratings for cleanliness. Also, track your repeat booking rate. Our guests who praise the cleanliness coming back, that's a powerful indicator. And you can even use software for review sentiment analysis, scanning reviews, specifically for mentions of clean or related words.
That's clever. Paying repeat business directly to how clean the place is. And operationally. What metrics matter there?
Operationally, you want to know your average cleaning time per property type. Are you getting faster? Track your supply usage efficiency. Are you reducing waste? And if you have a team, staff productivity and retention rates are important too. Happy, efficient staff stick around. Now, how do you track all this? This brings us back to tech. Mobile apps for cleaners can log time and report issues. Inventory systems track supply costs per clean. Performance dashboards pull it all together. Many of these can integrate with your booking software, automating scheduling, and linking quality checks to specific stays. It means you get the data you need to keep tweaking, keep improving, and make sure every dollar saved really does boost your profit.
This has been incredibly insightful. It really hammers home that cutting cleaning costs effectively in the STR world isn't about being cheap or cutting corners. Not at all. It's about building smart, systematic, efficient processes that deliver consistent quality. It's reframing cleaning, seeing it not just as a cost center, but as a strategic investment in guest happiness and, ultimately, your own profitability.
Couldn't agree more. And maybe the final thought to leave you with is this.
Yeah.
The data consistently shows that owners who genuinely master cleanliness don't just save money, they outperform their competition. They tend to get higher occupancy rates and higher average daily rates. It pays off in multiple ways. So the advice is, start somewhere. Implement a basic checklist based on these principles. Then listen to guest feedback, look at your data, and keep refining. Because every single improvement you make in cleaning efficiency, that's money directly back in your pocket, making your STR business stronger and more sustainable for the long haul.